This is Girls Night Out, the podcast.
Is it on?
It's rolling up.
What are we? What episode is this?
82.
82.
There you go.
Is it going?
Yep.
Welcome to episode 82.
Girls Night Out. Cool. We have a special guest today.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
Thanks, guys. That's really nice of you. I hear a lot, but
Why are you wearing your hood?
I don't know. I just felt right about it before we started. Is it bothering you?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're like.
Hey, how's this?
That looks better.
Better?
You look more friendly.
Fuck, I liked it better on. All right.
Put it on. I just feel like you're up to no good.
That's what I want people to
I
think.
didn't like it.
That's how I
being,
interrupted
half
Stan's
down.
intro right there, because I was up to no good.
You're a genius. Stan Thompson is a comedian that's been doing stand-up for how long?
32 years.
Awesome.
32 years. And you weren't originally with Yuck Yucks. You started out solo and then got in with Yuck
I
Yucks?
started out doing improv with a couple of guys from Kids in the Hall at the University of Calgary, and then kind of fell into stand-up.
That's awesome. And you started stand-up in Calgary?
Yeah. I was going to University of Calgary taking English and looking, for the easiest subjects possible. And one of them was improvisational theater, which was taught by Keith Johnstone, who invented theater sports.
Cool.
Like that show, Whose Line Is It?
Yeah.
That's basically theater sports. And, studied under him for a year. We put a traveling improv group together called the Battered Seal Pups. And we go play colleges and universities. And then a couple of them decided they're moving to Toronto. And I said, well, fuck that. I got no interest in living in Toronto. So they moved, and I started doing stand-up. And worked out perfectly because Yuck Yucks just opened their first club at the time.
Wow.
So the timing was really fortunate for me.
Yeah.
Were you into stand-up before, or was it just like, now I'm on my own, so now I just have to find some way to keep doing comedy in some capacity?
Basically, I kind of just, I didn't want to... I'd had experience working on the oil rigs. I didn't like physical labor. I
relate, dude.
I figured there's got to be a way around this, right?
What's the biggest change in comedy you've seen over the 32 years?
Political correctness. Stuff we used to be able to get away with compared to now.
Yeah.
It's not even measurable. Like before you could get away with anything. Now you have to be very careful. It's like dancing through a minefield.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just in terms of what the audience will accept?
What they'll accept.
Yeah.
More like maybe sometimes the bookers or whoever you're working for. Not necessarily Yuck Yucks, but...
No, the bookers are pretty... They're pretty good, but it's the crowds. He nailed it on the head. What's acceptable now... is nothing.
Or like what happened to Tracy Morgan, I guess. Is it Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, with the
if my kid
riff about stabbing his son.
If I was, if my son was gay, I would stab him or something, he said?
Yeah.
And then all fucking went that.
Yeah, but some of the bits we used to do, like, blatant. I can remember, even myself, I had like a 7-minute piece on what if East Indians and Pakistanis became CFL referees. You can't get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would never let one of them into the CFL.
No. That is clipping. You must go back 15 yards.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Did you find or would you say that maybe the environment, like the people who are doing comedy, created a different scene for that, or was it society in general? Maybe
I'd say society in general.
Because I'm just thinking, would Lenny Bruce survive in this climate?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think...
He didn't even survive in his own environment.
No, actually, you know what? That's when he started to lose it, was when he got into all his legal troubles, right?
Yeah.
That's when he really started to tweak.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a fuckload of protests today. There's one downtown.
What's that about?
Mohawk Nations, I saw their flag flying.
Yeah, I think it's about how there's a high proportion of indigenous women who get murdered every year. I'm not 100% what it's on, but it's blocking traffic. I know that.
I want to be informed because it blocked my car, yeah.
Man, I was coming in. The reason I was late actually was because there was another protest in Caledonia. It wasn't native. It was these anti-abortion people, And to redeem myself, did I tell the story on this?
No.
On the podcast.
No.
Story?
You haven't. I
No.
don't think you even really got into it too much on the podcast or on the radio. I think you should tell
Yeah,
it.
you should do that now.
All right. Well, I ended up I'm still in university. I go to McMaster. I ended up hitting on this girl in class, and it was going really well. And then at the end of it, I'm like, "Hey, do you think I could have your number? I think you're really cute." And she ended up telling me that she was going to be a nun. So my joke is that God's even cock blocking me at this point.
That's pretty good.
And so I was like, I'm not like assertive really, like I'm not like confrontational at all. So when she was like, "Oh, but I'll still take your number, we can be friends," I was like, yeah, sure. So I gave her my number. She ended up talking me into going to this bake sale.
Bible study.
Yeah, pretty much. There's still a point in my like lizard brain that I'm like, I could probably still have sex with her in some capacity. But
You're thinking that now.
I'm still thinking that actually. But so she invites me to this bake sale.
In some capacity.
She's like, "Bet you bake so." You're like, "Oh, she totally
That
wants to
sounds like
fuck."
rape.
That's what I'm thinking. And like cookies and vagina are like my two favorite things in the world. So I was like,
Outstanding.
yeah, exactly. So I thought I would go. And when I'm there, I'm like, I'm buying this cookie. I give her like $10, and she's like, "Oh, do you want change?" I'm like, "That's probably for like some weird church charity or some shit." So no, just keep it. There's like people looking at me as I'm there, like walking by, like looking at me disgusted. And as I'm walking away, I look back and just see like this like pro-life banner. So I'm like just supporting this like fucking anti-abortion charity without even realizing it. So I redeemed myself. As I was driving, they were holding up traffic in Caledonia today, just a huge group of people on both sides of the street with like abortion kills children, Jesus saves
Yeah, that's
signs
the
and
point.
stuff.
Silly sign.
Yeah, exactly. So as I'm driving through, I was like, holy shit, I donated to this cause without even agreeing with it. So I was like, I got to redeem myself. I laid on the horn and gave the finger all the way around. Women, children, and elderly. All of them got the fucking middle finger and the horn. I swear to God.
Now, see, if only the future nun had that same attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you'd have a large capacity.
So wait, did you get laid or not?
No, I did not. So we're still at square one with that.
Way to squander his victory.
Yeah, no shit.
Mace told me about it. I think it was Mace told me about a time like you were like you guys are looking at some hot chick or at a comedy club, and then you look back a second later, and I was like hugging her. She was hugging me, like I was like all over kind of thing or something. And you said to Mace like fucking. Fuck me. Because you're like, oh, I want that chick, but you made it look like I just sauntered in, and I'm like, hey, baby. And I'm like,
I think I remember that, actually.
Yeah, once
I do.
Manolis gets
I
to
don't
it, it's a done deal.
That would sound like your MO, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably happened.
I tried grind my cock against you guys, for God's sakes.
That's actually happened.
I worked in the Dominican with this guy one year. And
Yeah.
I got fathers coming up to me wondering where their daughters are. Like literally.
Yeah.
Father, where's your fucking buddy? I don't know. Because he's with my daughter.
My daughter's star has been missing
Yeah.
for fucking weeks now.
There's some guy selling knapsacks, apparently.
That daughter, it was funny. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because
How you know? I
she
know.
was like,
I know.
she was like she was there with her family, and she kept like trying to get away from her like mom and dad and stay out all night. And she had like a young little brother, but she was like 18 or 19 or something like that. So I was like, I started talking to her. I knew, he's like, when a chick's like trying to be a bad girl, I guess, in a sense, and you're like, this is perfect.
Perfect setup for me.
So I was, but
That little voice goes off in Manolis.
so I'm trying to like just get anything going with this chick. I'm flirting with her, and she's being cool, and then I'm like, we're making out, and I go, let's go. You remember those washrooms? That you walk down this kind of like, it was an outdoor washroom, but you walk down this pathway. And now you're kind of in the dark, and then after that, you're like, there's a doorway to the washroom. It's just you're in the shadows for a bit, right? So let's go over there. I knew if once you're in the shadow, no one could see us, right? So let's go there and make out. So we're making out, and I'm thinking like, fuck, maybe I'll get a quick hand job out of this situation, right? Right?
In that dark corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where all hand jobs go down, man.
in the shadows.
Yeah, exactly.
So I pull down my pants, and now my boner's out, and I take her hand and I just casually put her hand on my dick. And she looks at me like this. She goes, and looks at me like she's seen a ghost. And she starts to run away. Runs away. And I got my dick out. And I'm like, this is like a horrible situation. So I'm pulling my pants up, running.
Just in a shadowy corner.
No, I'm running out back into the open area with my dick out, but I'm pulling my pants up. I'm like, whoa, relax. It's
okay. It's just a dick. It's just a dick.
I thought I was just trying to get a hand job. I didn't
It's okay. It won't bite you.
And after that, I was like, okay, you're not a slut.
Yeah.
So every time I saw her dad, I'm like, oh, you're looking for your daughter? She's over there.
Keep her away from me. She doesn't even want to give me a hand job.
That's it, yeah. No, he was quite amazing on that tour. Every person he met, he let in with his penis first, wearing his wife beater and constantly scratching from the salt water. He's wondering why he's not getting laid. I'm like, dude, you got to quit scratching yourself.
My bum's always hanging out.
Up against him.
There was one other girl at that resort who...
yeah, she wouldn't do anything.
She caught me staring at her breasts across the bar, and then she made a big scene out of it. Look at me, look at you. It's not happening for you, old man.
Jesus Christ.
Really, really, bitch, right?
What a twat.
So I'm telling Manolis about this. Manolis goes, I'll show you how you handle this, man. He walks up to the girl. She's sitting with her girlfriends. He says, so, hey, baby, what's going on between us? She's like, I beg your pardon? He says, I can feel the sexual tension. Surely you can feel it. What's going on? So her friend says to Manolis, why don't you fuck off? And Manolis, hey, you don't know what's going on here. You can mind your own business. So then he says to the chick again, he goes, so what's going on with us? And she goes, what makes you think I would date or spend time with a guy whose ass is always hanging out of his pants? Manolis doesn't miss a beat. He says, so you have noticed me. He goes,
You're quick.
he goes, well, there'll be no more ass for you, Missy, till you come around. And he turned and walked away covering the top of his ass.
Every time I saw her after that, I always pull my shorts up. I was like, no.
Look back.
Like I was candy.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just too funny, though, right? So you have noticed me.
So when did you two meet?
Hamilton Yucks, I guess, in the basement of the old one.
Yeah, it was probably 2001 or 2, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
How long had you been doing stand-up at the time, Manolis?
His entire life.
Probably like 3 or 4 years. I was like, I started in '98, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
So not that I was still pretty green when I met Stan, but we kind of I think we just got along pretty well instantly.
Yeah.
You know,
It was all good.
but Stan is like he's just basically me.
Without the perversion.
And your ass hangs out.
He's like me, but and
What's
he's,
left of my ass? It doesn't
but he can like read and spell and shit, and he's more articulate. That's about the only difference.
Who doesn't look for that, right?
read and spell.
He-
Take those by correspondence course now, you know.
He's got a couple amazing Stan's like a well of just craziness that things have happened to him through years. But I love that story. I would love you to tell it on the podcast, but the Norm Macdonald story, because you used to tour with Norm
Yeah, I
Macdonald.
still tour with Norm.
You still tour. I mean, like I'm talking about when Norm was a Yuck Yucks comic.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
the
talking
one
about
that,
on the balcony.
Oh yeah, that was bizarre. That was in Winnipeg. There was Norm, myself, and Steve Schuster, who, just to give you an idea, is the human version of Jabba the Hutt. Like, I swear to God, if you saw him, you'd know immediately that's Steve Schuster. That's what he's talking about. But we're playing the Winnipeg Club, and this is back in the days when everybody was still smoking dope. So we're out in the balcony.
Yeah, those have passed.
People don't smoke as much as they used to. But we're on the balcony of the condo, like 15 floors up, smoking a joint of hash. And I see this tow truck with a Molson party van hooked up on the back of it. So the guy's driving right by our house. Boom! He loses the load. The van falls off the back of the tow truck. There's sparks. The guy gets out. He does the John Belushi thing, looking around. Okay, nobody saw me. So all he did was hook it back up. Well, I'm up above. He didn't look up above. I phoned up Molson's. I said, hey, man, you don't know this yet, but one of your vans got towed. Here's what happened, where it happened. The next morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, we're up watching cartoons. The buzzer goes on the apartment. Yeah, it's so-and-so from Molson's. We'd like to talk with Stan. Yeah, come on up. Well, the guy brings one of those, lift things with 6 2-4s of beer on it.
Jesus Christ.
And he says to me, hey, thank you very much for phoning us. There was damage to the van. The differential's all screwed up. We appreciate you helping us out. And Norm, without missing a beat, just calmly looks at the dude and says, so what do you think the odds are that Stanley boy there would have phoned you if you were a bread truck? And I nearly pissed myself laughing. The Molson's guy didn't even get it, right? Like, what would I do with 6 loads of bread? You know what I'm saying? Beer I can handle. But just so subtle and just, so what are the odds there that Stanley boy?
So you were friends with him back in the day, though, right?
Oh, yeah, back since basically he started. Gilbert Gottfried for quite a while, too, and Emo worked a lot.
Emo Phillips.
Phillips.
How about, did you ever get to work with Sam Kinison?
Yeah, I worked with Kinison, my first paid gig.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Here in Hamilton, at Yuck Yucks in the old Connaught.
You got to open up for him?
Yeah.
How was that show? Can you tell us about the night? Do you remember?
Oh, I can remember. Sam was just nuts. He was an animal. Nothing was done everything was overdone with him.
Right.
There was no moderation, whether
Right.
it was cocaine or getting angry with the crowd. There was no moderation. It was all in
Yeah.
all the time.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Sam gave me one of the best pieces of advice, though. He told me, well, after the show, he comes up to me and goes, how'd you think your show went? I said, man, there was a couple of jokes didn't work the way I planned. He goes, well, if you think it's funny, it's funny. You're just not saying it right.
That's actually really good.
I've used that piece of advice since. If you think of it, it's funny. You're just not getting it across properly.
I felt like that. I've always felt like you can make anything a joke. It's the, I guess, the articulation or how you present it.
Sometimes you just got to put one word more or one word less, and it changes, and all of a sudden the joke just works.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with jokes through years, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, that was another episode, Keith Johnstone, going back to improv and theater sports. He used to have these games where we would take one sentence and just say it different every time. So, like, you could say, look at the wall, look at the wall, look at the wall. Just whatever word you accentuate differently, how it changes the entire comment.
Yeah. So how did you apply that piece of information? Like, how often will you take a joke that maybe isn't hitting as strongly as you want it to and change it around before you decide one way or the other?
I think just because of experience now, I can pretty well, I can tell right away.
Yeah,
When I write a joke, if that's good, if it's not, if it's going to cause me problems. Like, I've had a few one-liners I've just tossed out that have gotten me into big shit. Like, living in Alberta, a lot of people think we're backward, redneck. Well, I'm here to tell you I'm all for French immersion. I just think we should hold you fuckers under a little longer. That little joke, that innocent little thing, I thought got me into big shit, man.
What ramifications came from that? What happened?
Working anywhere where there's a French population, which I don't know if you noticed, is a large swath of this country. Where are you touring? Everywhere but Quebec and New Brunswick. Everywhere but.
That's hilarious.
Do you live in Hamilton now?
I'm kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
My brother lives here, and he's having a few health issues, so I've just kind of been
Back and forth.
Well, like even the last 2 weeks, I've been across the country 3 times.
Wow.
I came out to Hamilton. I auditioned for these commercials in Calgary. Didn't get them. Came out to Hamilton. First day I'm here, they text me, "Oh, you got a flight back in the morning. We decided to use you after all." Jesus. So then it was back to Calgary, do 6 commercials, then back here. And it's
much back and forth. So you're mainly in Calgary then?
Yeah, mainly in Calgary.
But you were born in Hamilton.
Yeah, born. I went to high school here. Went to Westdale.
Weren't you like a football star too or something?
Yeah,
He's like Ted. What's that guy from Married with Children?
Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy. You're Ted Bundy, but without the family.
Al? Al Bundy? It's Al. I don't know.
It's Al Bundy.
It's Al Bundy.
Oh,
Same
who
thing.
the fuck is Ted Bundy?
I don't know.
He's a serial killer.
Ted Bundy was a mass murderer.
You're like Ted Bundy.
Yeah. He was
You
just
like
killing.
kill people, right, Stan?
We publish the podcast a day later. Someone's knocking us.
What kind of football star were you? I forget.
He was a killer, man.
I just played football. That's all I was.
Like a killer.
Were you like a high school football star though, right?
Yeah, I played quarterback at Westdale. Yeah.
So what did you break records? I don't know nothing about sports. What happened?
That's why I'm surprised you're bringing it up.
I remember hearing. I know that you were a football star, and I remember. Was your father in?
My dad played some hockey. I played some football. My brother played football at Western.
What kind of hockey did your dad play? I don't even know. Sure.
Shitty.
Shitty. Okay.
I don't want to get into that.
Okay. Shitty hockey. And what they call you on the road? I remember pop can.
Oh yeah.
Pop can.
That's a nickname I've had.
Pop can Stan,
Yeah.
or something, because it's apparently when Stan's dick's hard, it's like a pop can.
I love the way he puts the apparently in there. Yeah,
I haven't seen it hard. Wait, didn't you like? Isn't there like? Didn't you like? Did you go to college or university or something?
Went to university.
But while you were in university, I also heard. I forget how I heard this rumor. I don't know if it's from you or not. Did you do some videos for money?
No. That's amazing.
Did you do some porn?
Who does your research?
Am I wrong?
I do.
No,
I'm not wrong. You did porn.
you're not wrong.
There's some porn out there that you're in.
Probably, and it's probably not available on the internet. It's
Let's
probably
see
on
that.
Super 8.
I don't know. I bet we could probably pick it up somewhere.
I'm on
It's
it.
probably on Super 8.
That
How
sounds like
many
a
did you?
challenge.
That's impressive, though. I couldn't get paid to do porn if I wanted to.
You never know. You never know.
How did that
You're
opportunity
obviously not
arise?
hanging out with the right ladies.
Like, yeah, we're looking for the lumpy, small dicked market. Corner that one, you're hired.
I always picture the more of like just go thrusting in and coming, and like
Hey, I've done my part.
all right, you know what, guys, keep the money. I'm sorry about this.
This is a good experience.
It was great though.
It's opened me up.
Call me in like in half an hour if you want. I'm gonna get some Gatorade.
Yeah, let me bounce back.
Did you do one porn?
I did a couple.
Couple, two, couples, 3 or more. In the dictionary, it's 3 or more.
We have
2
a
to 3.
This is a porn star on the podcast. Let's celebrate that for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's-
Stan's the first porn star.
No,
This is the first porn star we got.
I wouldn't say porn star as
Well-
much as I would say drug-addled poor guy.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so.
Yeah.
One and the same.
What were they
How did
called?
the opportunity arise to do
Yeah,
that?
how did you even do
Just
it? How
through
did it
some
happen?
friends of mine,
We all wanna
guys,
know.
a couple guys I played football with, and they were like, "Yeah, we know these girls that are into this," and fuck, let's do it.
But how much? Well, yeah, but was there? You were doing it for money, not just for
Yeah.
pussy, right?
Who is paying?
Who's paying?
The guys that produced it.
And what, do you remember what it was called by chance?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Oh my god,
Yeah, he does.
you fucking do.
I do know. And what is it?
Popkin
Because
Dicks
I'm on
Volume
Google
3.
right now.
Pop can't stand.
It's actually called No, I Don't.
Volume
That's
1.
the name of
That's
it.
actually the first thing I Googled.
Wow.
Right when I
Stand,
Googled
that's
Pop
funny.
Can't Stand right when you said there was a porn. I was like, let's see about this.
So wait. You don't. Okay, that's fine. We don't remember the name of the porn. But how much did you get paid?
I think it was $150.
$150. What year is that?
That was 77, maybe.
77. Yeah, $150. So that's like enough money to buy a house, then, right?
That was a lot of money. That was,
It always blew my mind that they paid dude porn stars. Like, you can probably find a guy that'll do it for free.
Oh, yeah, you'd think. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're like,
Right here. Yeah, Jordan.
I always wonder if there's like a union for male porn stars. They're like, they're not making enough money. God damn it! They put their neck out there.
From now on, it's only lesbian films for you.
one of the guys from the crew of guys like, you guys shut the fuck up, all right? We got something good happening here.
Like, let's go on strike. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
You guys go.
I'll fuck them all, man.
I'm
I'll fuck
walking
them
that
all.
line. Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. Line them up.
Yeah, there's no union for male porn stars. That's for sure.
There should be, though, man.
Those male porn stars that they get to that age where they're just like too old to fuck now, but then Viagra came out and like they're all back in.
My career's been resurrected.
Yeah. They're all fucking like a champ again, but they're fucking 19-year-old girls and they're all in their 50s. This is my life.
Was there a theme to the porn?
Actually,
Was there dialogue?
I don't think there was a lot of dialogue.
Just a lot of this.
Yeah, there's just a lot of
Yeah, a lot of applause.
banging. Yeah, off stage applause. No, there was no real thing that I can recall. It was just typical party, boy meets girl, sneak out to the bathroom, bang, bang, bang.
Did you have a porn name?
No,
I wish you did.
Flaccid Phillip.
Flaccid Phillip turns pop can stand.
This is a job for Bobcat Man.
So you do like one scene per porno or like several scenes?
You could do several.
How would you? We're talking about you, Stan. I don't care about
I
other
don't
people.
like getting into specifics.
Were you?
This is such a good thing to get into specifics about.
He owns a Brazzers sweater. He's
Yeah.
not going to let up on this.
We're gonna find this videotape. The thing is,
I'm sure you probably
We all
have a
have to
copy.
watch it.
Yeah.
The first time I went to a Brazzers website, like one of those porn, I was like, what is it? I wonder what's in the shop. And I just assumed it was DVDs. Like, no, there's merchandise. What kind of person would wear porn merchandise?
See, I wear that sweatshirt, like my browser sweatshirt, like at the I'll go do background work or extra work, and there's like directors and ads and people like this, all types of people. Like, what the? Like they're always like that. But you know what I find the most interesting part about the browser sweatshirt? Yeah. Girls always comment on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more than guys. It's like, oh my god, browsers.
Yeah, but
Really?
you don't really
Yeah.
need a badge that says, "Hey, look at me, I jerk off." But
If you're gonna get one, yeah.
your sweater just says it.
Yeah, just any sweater
Who
with
doesn't-
stains on it.
Yeah, because it would have cum all over it.
Yeah.
Browsers keeps me alive, man. Like, if I don't pull one off once a day, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Do you have a membership?
No, I would like to get one though. I wouldn't mind. I like all porn, but
You like the company so much, he bought it.
yeah, I don't mind browsers though. The chicks. They're the type of girl. They're classic porn stars. I love like nice bodies, cute face, giant tits, and ready to fucking get fucked like a.
You support the brand of Brazzers, but you don't support the website. You just buy their merch. You could support them by subscribing. You're like, no. I like what you guys are doing, but I'm just going to show everyone.
I've never bought porn off the internet. I'm not against it, but I'm afraid to buy anything off the fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pay-as-you-go Visa just to be safe. Like if I feel like if I'm afraid of buying, like say I subscribe to fucking Browser for a month, the next thing I find out is I bought a house in fucking Japan. Like that's what I think is gonna.
Yeah.
That's the internet to me, man. I don't like it. Just
It's a scary place.
But what if they're using your house to shoot porn? You okay with it then?
that'd be fine. I'd be okay with that.
Go over huge with your parents.
Yeah, my parents wouldn't be too cool. My dad might like it.
Yeah. Live from court.
You
Porno Chris.
just said my address on the podcast.
Well, now you know where it's all happening, folks.
To
Stan.
be fair, I thought he just made up an address until he.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, you had
could
to
you.
had to mention it was real.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you just outed
Like-
him as a porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares where you live?
Who's coming to my house, anyways? We got what 20 downloads a
Stan's
week.
porn fans are going to be coming to your house, knocking on your door.
So wait, where is it? Was it straight on like you fucking a chick? Is that it?
Yeah.
No, like
Blowjob.
threesomes, blowjob, you fuck her, and that's that. And every time?
That's funny.
Every time? Like, there's 3 porns you did. So, like, every time? Didn't get freakier every time? It's like, okay, Stan, this guy's going to fuck.
What do you consider freaky, Manolis?
Did you do butt stuff?
Okay,
No,
the
no,
freakiest
no,
side.
no.
Yeah, the freakiest side be like, for me, would be like, say, like, I got to fuck her asshole and you got to fuck her vagina.
Yeah, no.
I can't handle that.
Yeah, because you're. Like
Your cocks are basically
Yeah,
touching.
it's just a thin wall of skin, and your dicks are just like right there.
No, that would.
And you ever see that? Like, you'll see, like, there's, like, I've seen, like, 2 or 3 times. So it's for a reason, probably because there are a lot of guys would probably say no. But 2 guys will put their dicks, like, together.
Oh yeah,
And then the girl will just hold them together like it's a sandwich and just go back and forth to the 2 dicks and suck them off.
that's weird.
That's fucking.
I have not seen that.
Isn't that fucking nuts? Like,
Yeah.
how do you, like, imagine trying to talk to guys. This is the fight. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm thinking, guys. You're gonna put your balls together, and we're gonna let Sally here suck you both off.
Have you heard
I want a
of,
blowjob.
have you heard of DVDA?
No, what's that?
I didn't know what it. Okay, back in the day with like Casa Porn, you guys remember that? Or like LimeWire. It's basically just
yeah,
like
yeah.
you- they just have like a title and you didn't know, and you just click it and download it, and
Right.
surprise. I didn't know what. I was like, what the hell is that? So I downloaded it, and DVDA is double vag, double anal. So 2 dudes put their dicks side by side, and one goes in. The 2 of them as a pair go in the vagina, and then 2 more dicks go together and go in her asshole. So there's 4 dicks in her.
How's that even possible?
They use jockeys.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why? Oh, that's a lot of dick for one little girl.
Yeah, right.
Really?
How do you
gross.
fit in 2 dicks in one hole?
I don't know. I didn't. As soon
And
as
then
I saw
2
it,
dicks in the other hole?
Yeah.
That's fucking
I don't
crazy.
I don't even know how the 2
You gotta link
guys
shoulders.
I'd be like, listen, baby. If I had a daughter, I'm like, listen, one dick at a time. All right. That's all I want to say.
You live your life one dick at a time.
That is great parenting advice, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one dick at a time.
One dick at a time. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, whatever
What-
you do, one dick at a
That
time.
Slow
dick
down.
will go in all those same holes at a time, one at a time. You know, you can take that dick out of your bum and then put it in your mouth, or take it out of your mouth and put it in your vagina, whatever you want. But still, just one dick. I don't want my daughter
Keep
having
it
the
simple,
dick.
stupid.
I like that you explain it further. Like she doesn't.
I don't
understand.
want that dick.
I don't get it.
I don't want 2 dicks. I don't want 2 dicks.
What's a dick?
I don't want 2 dicks. I don't want a dick going in your vagina and your asshole at the same time, and then you got to fucking run to the bathroom every time you got a fucking log ready to come out. All right?
Daddy doesn't want to hear about that.
Because daddy loves you. Take care of your holes. That's what.
Yeah, take care of your holes.
Dad, why do we
Learn to
talk about
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. Dad, why do we talk about this every week?
I feel like the conversations you would have with a potential
Or-
future daughter, you would turn your daughter into a slut accidentally. Be like, listen,
sure.
you're gonna take some dicks. I get it. I'm okay with it, but just one hole at a time, sweetheart, please. And then she's gonna be like, wait, you can do more than one hole. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna go sit on a bunch of dicks, and it's your fault.
Yeah, because you made it normal.
Well, maybe I'll talk to her friends about it first then. Make sure they're okay.
Make sure they're okay.
You just go to, hey, she's not taking 2 dicks at one time, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes to like grade 7. They start talking about sex.
She's
Like,
like,
oh yeah, I already had the sex talk with my dad. I know where babies come from. It's from DVDA. You don't do that. And the teacher's like, what's that? It's like, well, 2 dicks go together and they go in the one vagina.
Let me draw it for you.
She gets up with a whiteboard and just starts drawing a bunch of dicks going to vaginas. Then you get called in the office.
Her friends are like, Mr. Zontanos, why are your pants off? When
It's
you
like
always
the
talk to us.
The idea of the principal going, it's taking me about a half an hour to figure out what I was going to say when I made this phone call, and I've made it, and I still don't know what the fuck to say to you. Your fucking daughter. Jesus Christ. Can I just send her home? I don't even feel like offering explanation.
Like if I was gonna someone offered me a job to do like some sort of teaching job in a high school, I would say no.
Yeah, you
Just-
get yourself in trouble.
Yeah,
They'd have to be fools to offer you.
they
Yeah,
would.
that
Have.
sounds like a trap if they're asking.
Yeah, it is a trap. I'm like, what you fucking? You think I haven't watched Catch a Predator? Go fuck yourself. I got my own cookies at home.
Wait,
Yeah.
now just quickly. Actually, maybe we shouldn't go back to the porn thing. I was gonna ask how you found out about it.
Amongst I forget who, but amongst I think it might have been Rouse or someone. Like there's some I forget who, but some comedian mentioned it. I don't know who. I think I was out west when I heard about it. It might have been your what's your buddy that Dumas. It might have been Dumas or someone. Just mentioned something about him, like that he said somehow he shot porn in high. I'm like, excuse me. I go, what did you just say?
It wouldn't have mattered who it was. As soon as he hears the word porn,
Yeah.
antennas go up. What? I have to know about this. I must know.
So you don't think there's a tape out there somewhere with you on it? Do you think there's a tape out there that exists?
Definitely.
What do you got planned?
Well, I just want I want to see it. I want to see it. Don't you want to see it?
Nick, do you have the projector? You have to show him the video.
Do you have a copy?
No, I don't.
I lived it.
I don't believe him.
Do
I think you do have a
see
copy.
it? Do I want to see it?
Well, don't you want to just?
It would just
Don't
bring
you
a
ever?
tear to my eye.
Don't you ever look back at old photo albums of your life? And just I do.
Oh, remember that
Yeah,
time?
there's
in
my
2000.
cousin Bruce, and oh yeah, that's my dick.
That
I
was
don't know why
my-
those are in the same picture, but
Somebody photoshopped this.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Polaroid.
You ready? Hold that pose. Got it.
Is it on the internet? That's all I want to know.
I haven't seen it on the internet.
But you think it's not on the internet?
I'm pretty sure it's not on the internet.
Was
So-
it like a legitimate production, or was it like in a dorm room?
It was basically in a dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like all the best
But
ones.
they were legitimate film students.
What was it?
That's-
Where
that's
did they
fucking cool.
put it? Like, what happened to the
I
video?
have
Was it
no
the like
idea.
going
But there was
stores
like
and
was it VHS that were on
It was
sales?
quite popular on campus for about 3 semesters.
so everybody there knew
Knew
that you
everybody
done
in
this.
it.
That's
Oh shit! You know what? That's actually a really smart idea to do that, because porn wasn't. I'm sitting here thinking that like my whole like history of porn is that I've always had instant access to it with the internet.
Right.
But that shit wasn't around, so porn
No.
actually would have been hard to get.
Yes,
So they're
it
smart
was.
businessmen. Selling porn on the
That's
university campus is
Very
actually fucking
Very
brilliant.
difficult to get your hands on porn.
That's actually a great idea.
Now wait, so it was floating around the campus.
Yeah, see,
So once the girls got an eye of your
it
fucking,
was great.
did you get laid more?
It was great.
Popkin stand.
That he was very direct about. Yeah.
So it was like a business card at that point.
Yeah, a roll of business cards.
Yeah.
That made that funny noise when you looked at it.
I'm gonna fuck Pop Can't Stand tonight. The girls are saying, you're a pig, Stan. You disgust me.
pig.
You disgust me. I can't believe you. So it's out there. It still exists. That's what you're saying.
Probably
Like it's in someone's closet.
Oh,
Someone
for
has this
sure.
tape.
Yeah.
For sure somebody has it. And
Okay.
someone's kids found it in their father's closet, and then they watched it. And
Yeah.
Okay, world. This is up to you.
Was, what the hell is this stuff? Film.
Okay, internet world, girls' night out, fans. This is where we need you.
unite.
4 or 5 of you, please.
I want you.
Sincere.
Mom, grandma,
Whoever's listening.
we need you guys to step up right now and scour your closets for Popcan Stands pornography.
Grandfathers unite.
and it was in Hamilton.
No, it was in Calgary.
It was in Calgary.
So
Damn
anybody, if you know anybody that was in school in 1977, if you know anybody that was in school in 1977 in Calgary that has an old tape that in their closet still, we need you to put it up on the internet.
We need to find the biggest cinematic masterpiece of 1977.
Is
And
anybody-
that's
Wait
when
a
the first
second,
Star
guys.
Wars came out.
Wait a second, guys. I think we're just meeting Stan like half an hour ago. We're trying way too hard to see his
this
dick.
is great.
Yeah, maybe.
This is great.
I offered him $20 before the podcast to see it. So I don't know.
You didn't even know he was coming in. You saw him on the street.
I'm ready to get it. How much? What's $150 now?
I was just thinking, why don't we want to pull some money to get people
Yeah, let's
interested?
do this. So we just got to find.
I'll
Can we
put a
maybe
couple
find those
$100
same
in.
chicks, Stan, from 1977?
Screw the sketches. Let's produce porn after every episode.
Yeah, no shit.
Girls' night out,
money.
fucking porn.
Yeah.
Stan, you're
Girls'
in.
night out. Yippee.
Girls' night in.
There's literally no girls on the podcast. It would be a terrible porn, just this, like the 6 of us.
Yeah, the 6 of us would be a terrible porn. We were talking about getting
You
girls.
think? Yeah, you don't think we wanted girls?
See all of us are shaved after seeing Stans.
That would just be the weirdest orgy ever if it were just us.
It doesn't smell.
Call up Asian persuasion.
Asian persuasion.
Actually, escort agency called that in Calgary, Asian persuasion.
Stan, I'd be at Stan's place in Calgary, and he would show me porn. He's like, you gotta check this one out. He's the only guy I know that will but you're usually drunk when it happens. But it's we come back from the bar. He's like, oh, you gotta see this one chick, man. You gotta see what she's taking. This is amazing. And I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. You picked the perfect person to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you did it to Mayce, it'd be uncomfortable. You do it to Manolis, he'd be very happy. She really knows what she's doing.
I think I know that girl.
Stan, is that you?
Damn it, now I get wrong tape. Is this a VCR? What is this? He's just showing me him. Fucking different broads.
Is that a Pepsi can? No, it's me.
It's a pop can. And my name is Stan. We got to get a cape. That's going to be a great pop can Stan.
Dave's not here.
What else can we talk about? Eventually, do you want to talk about your incident in Hamilton? This thing? I don't know if you want to talk about it.
No, let's not.
Okay, I wasn't sure. What do you want to talk about? The Ben thing?
Yeah.
So,
Ben Affleck thing.
There's also, I don't know if it's interesting, but Lou Ferrigno was become an honorary police officer or something in Hamilton.
The Hulk?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait,
is
in
this
Hamilton?
just recently?
Yeah, I just had
Is
a
it
couple days ago.
Because of the Comic-Con?
Yes.
So they
Yeah,
just
I
made
saw
him a
the-
cop?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Did they give him a
honorary
gun?
cop. No, I don't
He
think they went that
doesn't
far.
need one. Yeah,
He
exactly.
doesn't need one.
Yeah,
He
Breaks
would just
it.
watch this gun and just crushed it and whatever.
But what does that mean, honorary cop? If he just comes to town, can he just jump in a squad car and start?
Yeah, I'd be like, dude.
What can't the Hulk do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He fought a bear for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, he did.
I agree with this. He's probably better than the police officers we have now. This man fought a bear. Fucking well done,
And
City of
lived to
Hamilton.
talk about it.
Okay, so it says, I guess this is the Hamilton Police Department. Said, we don't just have him for the weekend, though. On Friday, Ferrigno, who lives in Santa Monica, where he works in show business and acts as Los Angeles deputy sheriff, has to be sworn in as an honorary Hamilton police constable. It's part of Crime Stoppers Be a Hero anti-bullying campaign, a cause close to his heart. So that's the reasoning.
Wow.
He doesn't like people being bullied?
Because he was deaf, he got picked on growing up.
Oh, I thought it was because he was the Hulk. Every time he turned into the Hulk, he got bullied. If you think about it,
That guy's weird. Watch him transform.
Yeah.
you don't want
Look at
to.
him, he's getting all green and shit.
You don't want to make. I used to watch the Hulk when I was young, when it came out, on his show, Lou Ferrigno's show, and I was probably somewhere I can't remember, 7 to 10 years old or some shit, and I would fucking get upset at the show because this is how stupid I was. I felt why are they making him mad?
Why are you idiots?
Every weekend, why are they going to make him mad? Don't they understand if they make him mad, he's going to turn into Hulk? Please just leave him alone and everything is going to be okay. I wanted 1 week to go by where no one just pissed him off. And he didn't turn into Hulk. And I was going to feel better about that episode. I'm the only kid in the world that probably thought that way.
Yeah, they're showing way too much of him as the Hulk. This is bullshit.
Yeah, really.
I didn't want no one to get hurt.
When is he going to have a meaningful relationship? He just gets angry all the time.
All the time.
He's no love interest.
Oh, you guys are messing up. You'll see.
He's had a great career, eh? That guy. For sure.
He's one of the most iconic people to ever play a superhero, probably. I mean, he still recognizes the Hulk. It's been fucking 30 years
Yeah.
since
Oh,
he
yeah.
played.
He still looks good, too.
Yeah, he's still in really good shape.
I mean, he looks better than Arnold. He looks better than Arnold. Arnold's starting to look really rough now.
He looks like a baseball glove now.
Who?
Arnold, his face is just leather.
Yeah. I don't know. He just out of nowhere, just boom. He kind of looked. kind of shitty now.
It's probably the cigars he smokes.
Probably everything. I think he's still probably doing enough fucking something to try to keep up with everybody. Where I think Lou Ferrigno is just kind of probably hasn't done the steroids just like the way everybody else has.
Probably not.
Or HGH or whatever else is everybody doing. But that's what I have a theory actually on Ben because like Ben on what I was gonna say politically incorrect. What's Bill Maher show
with Bill Maher?
Yeah, real time.
You notice how angry he was?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like, like because he's doing Batman and he's gotten really big. I think he's probably doing maybe a little steroids to fucking get big.
It's just
That's a
this
good
guy
point.
is too young to be one of the Expendables.
I actually thought like usually when we see people get that angry in a debate, it's because they're realizing in their head, oh shit, this might have something.
I'm in a hole.
Yeah, they might have a point. I thought that's what it was, but what you were saying,
I think I agree with what you're saying too, but I also think like when you take steroids, it's like your testosterone's jacked right the fuck up, which always has an effect of making you more angry than you are. Like he seemed really fucking angry.
Yeah.
You know, too angry. And I think that's what happened. Like I think he is pretty jacked now for like Batman. Or was, but he's still like he literally doubled the size.
Yeah. For the record, if you haven't seen this video, it's just a real time. Ben Affleck was on the panel, and Sam Harris was, and they just got in kind of a debate about Islamophobia. Just in case somebody hasn't seen it, 'cause I don't think we described it.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
And he just lost his cool.
Yeah, he totally lost his cool. Bill Maher and Sam Harris are basically arguing that there's a lot of undercurrent to Islam that isn't really brought up in, I guess, Western or mainstream media. And Ben Affleck was just having a hard time with the idea that there's a good percentage of Muslims who believe a lot of things about their religion, which is, just being against homosexuals and equal rights for women and things like that.
There's the two main ones. I think there were maybe killing people too, or whatever.
Yeah, killing people. Yeah, that's always like everybody focuses on like not everybody kills. Like not all Muslims believe in a lot of stuff like ISIS and ISIL and all that stuff, and it's totally true. But it's just like there's a huge part of that demographic that totally thinks it's fine to hate and stone gay people and totally not give women equal rights, and that's for
maybe
me.
They're
That's
not, maybe like I guess I think Bill Maher's point was like that maybe they're not saying like all people want like they not all people want say women to not have equal rights, but the people that are not doing anything about it also don't care.
yeah.
They're
Exactly.
like he's saying, well, they're okay with it, kind of.
Yeah.
I guess, and that's kind of his point.
Yeah, I've dealt with this quite a bit. I've come out on the subject of Islam or whatever, even on Facebook, and I've got like not my ass handed to me, but a lot of people just attack you because they feel like you're being bigoted or racist.
You
And
gotta
I'm
be
like,
very careful.
yeah, and I'm just like, that's not the thing. It's like actually, if you listen to what I'm saying, it's to help Muslim people live and not die. You know what I mean? But nobody wants to see that. They want to see, are you talking about brown people? Oh, you're wrong. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. Nobody wants to go any further than that. So I really resonated with that. That argument really resonated with me because I felt like that's kind of part of the problem. Like whenever something happens on that side of the world, our view in the Western world is always to, it's either none of our business, or if it is our business, we're not going to really go into the details. Anything that's inconvenient is not going to be looked at. And like the inconvenient truth, I guess if you want to use that phrase, is that every time we say that not all those people do that, it's true that not everybody who believes in that faith kills people, but a lot of them believe in tenets that enable that environment. If that makes sense. Like, one thing I always point out is like in Saudi Arabia, it's completely fine to beat the shit out of your wife, and you can rape the hell out of her, and she needs 4 witnesses to prove that she was raped, and they have to all be male. And I'm like, how is that not ridiculous? And that's not just the government. The government is buying that in from the Quran, like it's directly pulled from it.
And I hear what you're saying. The hard part is like, we don't live there. So, like, do we know it's really to that extreme? It probably is, but do we really know?
We don't really know anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fucked up part. It's like, that's wrong, man. Of course it's wrong, but I mean, how do we not know that there's some guy down there just getting yelled at by 4 broads that are he's getting beat up by some like we don't know how.
Yeah, and even if you do, to what extent do you do anything about it? Because it is somebody else's country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, because there was a great thing about, like, the drones on the John Oliver show.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like, going into their country with military isn't good either.
No,
So
not at
what's
all.
the balance? What do you do about it?
And that's the other thing, too, is like, and that's another argument, which I also agree with, is like when we go over there and bomb the shit out of the country, we can't be, like, they accidentally kill a bunch of civilians. We can't be too surprised that the family around those people are like, fuck this, I'm going to join the Taliban. I would do it. If someone come over to my country, if someone come over to Canada,
that's
bomb
why
my-
you're kind of forced into it.
Yeah, exactly. So I totally respect and understand that point of view, but and that should stop. But it should also stop. Like if there's something you could do to criticize that faith, and that criticism would sort of open up debate and make, like, one thing is the only reason why we're putting up with that shit in like Saudi Arabia and all that is because of oil.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? That's all that's about. It has nothing to do with anything else. As soon as you take that out of the equation, we wouldn't give a shit. That's how I feel.
You know, I think it actually kind of, it's like that the great Sam Kinison bit about, like, move where the food is.
Yeah.
You know, that seems like the best answer. It's like, well, it's not right to go over there and bomb them and kill them, but it's not good what's happening there. So the best thing to do is, like, offer opportunities for them to come over here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be more happy, like, if I believe that there's truth in all these things that are people are saying, like, that are women are, like, in these bad situations, like, or could be in a bad situation if they just fuck up in a little stupid little way, and next thing you know, she's getting beat up for nothing, right? I would love it if we were able to go, hey, are you cool? No?
Yeah.
Well,
Man.
get on this plane. You get in. You can come to Canada. Come. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, cool. Next, you know, there's a country which is all dudes. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of this is cultural that's gone on for generations and generations. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that will be like, this is the way we do things here. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Go mind your own business.
Well, that's the thing. I'm sure some of the women that are being oppressed are okay with it because in their head, that's how they were raised.
Normal. Yeah.
What do you do about that?
Well, I think the first thing we don't do is the bigger. I think there's so many levels of this problem.
Yeah.
The first problem is like this, like the fact that like, Ben actually makes like a lot of these countries have been bombed, like to the point where like the general public are getting killed.
Yeah.
So that makes enough of the suicide bomber kind of people go, fucking right, I'm going to fucking do some fucking bombing back. Like it's
How
just
different do you think this situation would be, though, if Israel wasn't where it is?
Talk closer to the mic, maybe.
Okay.
I think
If Israel wasn't there, I'm pretty sure 30 years ago, the United States would have just nuked the whole area. Made it one big piece of arid wasteland.
Oh, you think? Oh, really? You think that's what?
Either that or just stepped completely away and let them kill each other.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, who's killing who? And isn't it just Israel and Palestine that are going out?
Israel is in the Middle East. First of all, they occupied that land. The Jews needed a land. They needed a country.
Right.
So
Talking to Mike.
They occupied that land, stuck, right in the middle of the Middle East, in the middle of all these Islamic nations. And I'm telling you right now, if Israel wasn't where it was, the United States would have let these guys play out history way different in that region. They would have just let them go until they killed each other off completely. But the United States has got too much interest in Israel, right? The Jewish state.
But if there was no Israel there beside Palestine or in the middle of all these Arab countries,
Syria, Egypt,
wouldn't they all just be and maybe the American people are also, or American army's not bombing them? Also, don't you think they would just all get along anyways? Wouldn't they?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, they say, it's the Jews, and the Jews are like, it's the Muslims. But even these Muslims are fighting each other now. You got the Sunnis, you've got the Shiites.
Yeah.
Like,
I know,
there's
but
factions.
but yeah, I mean, this is a buildup of how many years from the beginning. Like if there,
hundreds.
but I'm like I was saying, like if Israel was not put there, I think it would have been better if Israel took Hamilton. I'm sure they would have made this place way
It would
better.
have been way more convenient. Yeah.
We have
I'd be okay with that.
Nobel laureates coming from Hamilton.
That's your solution to the Arab-Israeli crisis. Just come to
Hamilton, take it over. Take it, man. Fucking take it.
You should make one of those like tourism Hamilton commercials, but specifically for the Middle East.
Israel, after a week, they're like, oh, man, this place sucks.
What were we fighting about? This place is way shittier. The only good thing is there's shawarma and Tim Hortons on every corner.
and Brandon's apartment is filmed here.
My biggest issue with it all, too, is that I don't feel that I'm well versed enough in all the, like, there's like, what would you say? There's what? There's Israel, there's Palestine.
Israel, there's Palestine. There's Egypt.
There's Egypt,
Syria,
Jordan. I can't remember all that.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. It's too much going on. I can't fucking. I have to go. I have to go to all those places to fucking for it to stick in my fucking head.
I feel like even
it's so hard to just associate the name to a place.
Like I used to think that Calgary and Alberta were both different cities. You know that, Stan? I learned that Calgary was in Alberta by going to Calgary. I said, I asked someone there. I said, "Where's Alberta?"
Oh fuck!
shit.
Because when I first went to there, I never paid attention in school. I went
Get out of town.
Yeah.
when I got my first out west tour, Yucks, thank God that was still when they would book their ticket. So I got I'm going to Calgary. I know Calgary. I've heard about Calgary. Now I'm going to Calgary. So I get to Calgary. I said, hey,
How far is it to
Alberta? Where's this Alberta place? It's like, what do you mean? It's like Alberta, the city Alberta. It's like, what do you mean the fucking city Alberta?
Yeah.
It's a province. Alberta's your province. We're in Alberta. This is Calgary, Alberta. I'm like, it's like, and then did you know Edmonton's also in Alberta? Do you know that? I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah.
But now I gotta know all these fucking Arab countries too and fucking solve that shit.
No one's asking you to solve anything.
I feel like even if you did know, like I think it's one of those things. Like if you listen to both people, like both sides of the argument, you end up going, well, "You're both right and you're both wrong." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody's
that's
got
the
these
thing.
fucking points. Even Ben Affleck's got a couple points. The only problem with Affleck's in that he's a little bit like he's trying to be offended for them.
Yeah. Well, that's His
Like
whole
he's
thing,
them.
His whole thing was, hey, just because some of them have follow these bad ideas doesn't mean they're all like that. But that's what Sam and Bill had already said.
Yeah.
Right.
So he just got stuck in it. He already got too angry too quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he got angry instead of like knowing, and I could never have that like I wouldn't have took his stance anyways, but I could never have that argument. Like you could have an intellectual conversation with fucking Bill Maher about this stuff, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm not educated enough to fucking know enough. So
I just feel like sometimes like there's like really like bigoted people who share a very similar vocabulary to someone who's actually legitimately doesn't want those people to fucking die. And sometimes like people will just sort of slam you into that bigoted view rather than being like, no, dude, they're dying. And I'm trying to say that this might be a reason for that. At least look into it. You know what I mean? And then people just won't hear it. They just totally get offended and just like, and they made a good point. Like if it was in Brazil and it was a thing in Brazil to like annihilate people for leaving a religion, we'd all be up in their face. And it's totally true. Like Christians have no problem bashing Christians all the fucking time because in our head we see them as white. But if they were brown, we just, we wouldn't say anything about it. And to me, if you're like not, like you're truly not racist, you don't even think about the color part. You're thinking about the humanity of it, not the color at all. And then the color gets brought in by other people who claim to not be racist. And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird.
Well, as a transgender Asian man, I'm quite offended by that.
Yeah. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm transgender. I'm Asian. I've also been Italian. And I don't fucking care.
I think if you're gay and you're in one of these Arab countries, I think you should just leave.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
No, isn't one of the,
Because he wants them to come here, duh.
I want more gay people here.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but
gay people are awesome. They
No, but-
gentrify an entire neighborhood. It's crazy.
But isn't that one of the things that some of these countries are like have a problem with?
Oh
is
yeah,
gay people.
They hate gay people.
They don't like. There's like it's against the law. I think in some of them.
Yeah,
right.
and
yeah.
the Quran.
Beheading.
It's against the law and the Quran.
If I
Like same thing anyway over
But
there.
bestiality
Yeah.
is accepted.
no, but if
Now
I was,
that's what I can get behind.
but if you
If the
lived
dog
in,
is okay with it, then fuck it. Who cares?
but if you
right?
lived in Kitchener and he told you it's like it's it's against law to have sex with women, I'm like, well, I guess I'm leaving Kitchener.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Going
old
back to
school, man.
Alberta?
Well, go back to Alberta, the city of Alberta.
Yeah.
I was just when I was a pilot, I'm like, I was always just like, I'm always trying to avoid trouble. I'd always hold my joints like cigarettes. You know, that's if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I used to smoke joints like that in my car just because it looks.
Yeah.
Holding it like this is obvious. No one smokes cigarettes with their thumb and index finger.
Okay, I guess we've solved that problem.
Yeah. Moving on to the next life issue.
This is a Model UN now. It's not a podcast anymore.
So we expect you to come back here with the proper pronunciation and spelling of all these Arab countries next week. Eh?
I'll have all my forms ready to go. Well,
Arab Emirates.
I'm going to what's the is it the UN? I want to go to the UN and just go, dude.
Fuck, that'd be
Let's
beautiful.
let's just not kill each
Can't we
other.
just live together?
Can we
man?
just not kill each other?
Yeah, I'd love to see you at the UN, just like,
Yeah.
right in front of everyone. Guys, okay, shut up. Just, dude, come on, relax. Let's come to Hamilton.
You just tell like whoever's representing Israel to go hug the Palestine state, and then be like, we don't have that here though.
Okay, everyone, open your press package. The first page is going to have your browser's password. Rub one out and fucking get along already.
The second page has my DVD.
I want to talk to suicide bombers too. Like try to talk them out of it. You know, like just like, dude,
There's no virgins.
you're going to die. You understand this? You're going to be dead, and there's going to be no more boners.
The joke was when they got Obama. I actually said this on a couple of shows. I just go. So apparently Al Qaeda was quite mistaken. There was no 72 virgins. There was 72 Virginians. That's what he ran into that night in Islamabad or wherever. I thought you said virgins. No, Virginians, asshole.
Fucking gigantic corn husking forearms.
If you give me like a day, I can probably get 72 virgins for you right now.
That's a weird thing, though, man. Like, is that a real thing?
I'll take that.
I want that to be an offer.
Is that a real thing that they actually say, hey,
yeah.
you're going to get 72
Yeah.
virgins?
Yeah, I don't know. Some comedian says this. I don't know if it's actually Bill Maher. He says that's not even in the Quran.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing. Or no, I think it's Joe Rogan actually. There's nothing in the Quran actually says that.
It's like,
Second edition.
Yeah.
but
So,
so
like,
there was one guy that was like, I don't think I want to do this. I've changed it. I'm like, there's 72 versions.
He basically does a thing about that where he's like, they're about to kill himself. Like, well, wait a minute, can we see that passage? No. Just go. Trust me.
They originally started with 32, and he's like, come on.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to die for this. Okay, fine, we'll make
70.
it. I'll make it 72.
72, all right.
He gets out a calculator. Starts,
Do they stay virgins even after I have sex with them? Like, because that's kind of important for me.
yeah.
I
Every
just
time you
can't
get to
see
fuck
living
again.
with 72 women constantly nagging you how that can be considered paradise.
That's actually a good joke.
That's
Right
not
there.
my idea of fun and games. Take out the garbage. Do this. Do that. Fuck off.
Yeah, but then you can have sex with them.
Yeah.
You can have sex with just have sex with another one.
That's
She
a
starts
lot
nagging.
of fucking like.
What if they're all horny at the same time? You just eventually just be like, you know what? I can only do one of these at a time. I can't.
Call that the greatest day ever.
What happens happens on like day 73?
Start at one again.
Back to
Yeah.
Brazzers.
Back to
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Back to Brazzers.
The backup plan for life.
What they don't tell you is the virgins look at you as a non-sexual being.
Ah, shit. That's also a joke. That's pretty good.
Friend zone.
We just
Wait. So what happens?
I suicide bomb and get friend zoned with
Yeah,
the 72
God
virgins.
damn it! I gotta
I
help
just
these
see you-
72 chicks move apartments.
Talk to all of them about their new boyfriends. St. Peter's a dick.
yeah. They're like, I just have a spiritual connection with you.
St. Peter wouldn't make sense. But
Yeah.
What happens when there's like, if a woman wants to be a bomber? What do they promise her? 72
72
this.
dildos.
of you?
Yeah.
72
That's why none of them do it.
That's why there's not a lot of
premature
them.
ejaculation. 72 dude virgins that they're gonna come as soon as they put it in their pussy. Like how's that? That's why I know women do it. That's what. So none of these guys are gonna last past 10 seconds.
72 mouth breathers. That's
720 seconds of pure bliss.
and then 45 minutes of crying. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I killed myself for this.
Fucking Muhammad.
Did it to me again, fucking bastard. Should have been drawing pictures of him the whole time.
Can you find pictures of him online?
Not like actual pictures, interpretations of what he may or may not look like.
So basically what they did with Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, he's
When
like
I flew out
a
here
white
the
guy.
other day, Calgary Airport, they now have a sign up where you board in the plane. All sunglasses and hats must be removed. So I said to her, I go, I don't mean to, cause a lot of shit, but what if I was wearing a burqa? And she was like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. We never even thought of that.
They probably.
I go, well, it's something you better think of. It's going to happen today or tomorrow. Or,
But wasn't there like a law in Canada that you can't hide your face? Like you can't wear a
Apparently.
ski mask or anything like that, right? Like,
apparently, but
I forget what's a burqa one.
there's going to be somebody.
No, it's the
The whole headdress.
Oh, the whole
It's
headdress.
going to be somebody who'll come on,
Yeah.
under the charters and rights and say this isn't fair to me. I just,
There was a guy in
the
the
thing
UK.
is, when I asked her, though, she had no. Oh, geez, yeah, well, we never even thought of that.
We don't get many of those coming through here. That's probably what it is.
Well, in Calgary, probably not. But in Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto for sure.
You ever
There's
see the girls with they got the headgear, but they're still just wearing normal clothes though?
underneath.
Yeah, they're always fucking hot.
you know what? That's the thing too. Is I get like an extra bit of thrill finding them hot because I'm like I know somebody doesn't like that. Like,
Like, I'm like,
they're like
keep the
wearing like
head-
really tight pants or whatever, and
Yeah,
I'm just like she's got a nice ass. I don't give a fuck.
Just keep the headgear. Keep the headgear on. Just take your pants off. Fucking perfect.
Hear a little. Is that you didn't hear that? It's like you're crawling over a dog.
That's the sound I make when I tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a gentleman, so I let the girl
Yeah,
know
you give her a heads
that I'm
up.
about to come.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
some
didn't
girl-
feel it because of that thing you're wearing. If I totally did though.
I thought I tapped. I guess it's too much headgear. Sorry.
There's a guy in the UK that got his driver's license
you just
picture with a pasta strainer on his head. They let him take it because he said that it was his religious attire. It's
Pastafarian?
Yeah, no,
Pastafarian.
he believes in the flying spaghetti monster. He's an atheist activist guy, and he actually has his driver's license with him wearing a pasta strainer.
Does he drive?
Well done.
I know.
You look like a stupid dick now. Your license looks dumb. Like, what did you
Hilarious.
accomplish?
I think that's
He
so
tries.
funny.
He tries to go in a bar, and the guy looks at him like, "I'm not letting you in. You're a fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here, Mike."
Friend or an idiot.
He's like, oh, I proved something. I have my religious right to wear this pasta strainer on my head. Go for it.
Yeah,
You just look like a fucking idiot. Like, yeah, you sure you proved you have some sort of right? Nobody cares.
Yeah, you ding-a-ling.
Like he's like, but I'm an atheist. Cool, be an atheist. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck? What are you doing? Why do you care? Why are you trying to like? What does it matter? I get
If you're
that.
doing
I
it
don't
to
think that guy's a
prove
The
fucking
point
idiot.
is that
if you're
it's silly to do it the other way with legitimate religious headgear.
A true
maybe
atheist should
not
not
for
be
that.
trying to make any points.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like if it's to make a point about atheism, then it's stupid. But if it's just that you could show somebody that you have fucking spaghetti strainer on your head, like this is my ID, that's hilarious.
Yeah, well, he's trying to make the point, like you said, he's trying to make the point, like, oh, it's ridiculous, like these people, like with burqas or whatever, it's ridiculous that they're wearing this and I can't wear this because this is my religious right. Yeah, your religious right, fucking that you bought from a dollar store. These people have thousands of years of tradition. That's a lot harder to fucking break, moron.
He stopped in a Dollarama on his way.
It's not just like this fucking thing where he's like, there's not this thousands and thousands of years of tradition.
That's a good point.
Like
yeah.
that's fucking really hard to break once
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
pounded that into people for
Yeah.
that many years.
That's true.
But then
yeah.
on the other hand, you can't just let tradition rule. Like, you know,
No, I agree with you, but I
look
think
at the Catholic Church. That's tradition, right? Fucking altar boys. That's been going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's their necessary tradition in the church, but I mean, like, yeah, that's been going on for a long time. That's super fucked up. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. I'm not saying that you should, be like, oh yeah, that's tradition, so it's acceptable. But I am saying that it's a lot harder to break tradition, and that, I think my generation has a problem with looking at, like, we can't even look at tradition and be like, oh, this is why these people accept this. We're super quick to be like, they should assume to our society because we're the best. But there's fucking thousands of your generations going on doing this thing. Maybe there is some validity
Well, how
to
about,
you through subjective experience.
The Prime Minister of Australia. You guys been following what's going on there? Nope. Yeah. They wrote an open letter in the newspaper telling all the immigrants, you don't like it, fuck off. You came to Australia. This is our traditions, our values. You bend to us. We don't bend to you.
This happened?
And if it's fucking big stink going on right now.
From what I've heard, they're
About
pretty
what?
racist
He's
there.
throwing immigrants out of there left and right now.
I've
Is
heard
he
that too,
literally doing it
actually.
himself? So he grabbing them by their pants and their shirt, and it's like lobbing them out.
Benny
Like
Hill
there's a
songs
line
playing.
or an edge of Australia. Isn't it an island? Like
Yeah.
they just he's just throwing him into the water. Like shark, get out of here.
Yeah.
Go.
I agree with the sentiment of that, but I don't know if I agree with how like
Oh, I'm
I
not
would just
saying
like
agree with
if I
it.
go
I'm
to
just saying that's somebody that's standing up to.
yeah.
No, this is our tradition. This
I
is
just
our
feel like
lifestyle.
I feel like if I go to India, I should learn
You should adapt.
Hindu or something. I should adapt to that because I'm not gonna expect that whatever I pull over is more important than what they got going on. Like I just adapt to it.
I
So I
don't know.
expect the same both ways.
I think that I mean tradition doesn't matter if it gives you if your tradition whatever it is gives you personal significance, great. But like for something like the license, if the point of that is to be able to identify you, and they're allowed to wear things that obstruct their identity, it just defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Well, his identity is that
That's
he's a
why
jackass.
it's more
Huge-
about the logic.
how
It's
does
more
that
about the
obstruct
like purpose of it. Just the actual like you know.
Oh, no, I understand why he did it.
Yeah.
I just don't care and think it's a waste of time. No, I completely get why he did it. I just think he's wasted his time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just don't care about it.
I
at
was
all.
just saying it to the point of like tradition. I think you're right that like yeah you can accept. I don't know. I think it's best to just ignore tradition.
Well,
If you
I'm not-
want to do it, great.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, you're living your life wrong. They're like, hey, you hang out in your parents' basement and masturbate all day. Like, fuck you, man. You live your life wrong. I don't know what they're fucking doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's my subjective experience, my fucking perceptions. To me, I'm living my life right by doing this shit. To them, they're living their life right by doing this shit. Who am I to be like, hey, you should be living differently?
So you're saying
should be
like if
jerking
they
off
want to
in
get
your
a
mom's
picture
basement.
taken with their thing over covering their face, why not?
Fuck it. Go for it. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all.
Izzy, you gonna say something?
Oh, I was just going to say, you just want people to move into your mom's basement to masturbate with you.
Want to?
Hey,
That's
that's fine.
hilarious when you said you just sit in your mom's basement and masturbate all day. I didn't know if you were talking to yourself, me, or Izzy. Could apply to all of us.
How do you know who's house?
I'll masturbate in any house. I don't give a shit.
He's been masturbating in your mom's basement.
Yeah, somebody's got to.
I at some point I think it would be great if we just had a passport that was good for Earth, instead of just like my passport's for Canada. But with my passport, I should be able to legally be able to go in any country on Earth and work there, amongst everywhere else. Anybody that has a passport, that's what a passport should mean. Like I don't understand. Like, and then I think eventually things will regulate themselves.
And Miss Mars is going to win Miss Universe next year.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, but sure. No, but what like think about? Okay, say like.
Do you have a visa for Uranus?
Okay, think about it. Okay, like all right, I have like everybody has a passport. Right now, let's pretend everybody on Earth can go wherever they want
Yeah.
legally. Just if they want, there's nothing stopping them. As long as they're not breaking any laws, they can leave the country, right? And they always say like there's always Mexicans always trying to get to the States, right?
Yeah.
What for? Because it's for a better life in America, it's better money. It's just better. It's for some reason it's a better life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what?
Like, yeah, they think that they're going to America to get a better life. Yeah.
But is it a better life?
No, not always.
But majority of there's better opportunities, kind of.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Kind of, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
a lot of them
probably
try to hop a
safer.
fucking. Yeah. A lot of them try to hop a fucking wall.
Yeah.
To get over to America. So if they were all allowed to come to America, let's just say all of them were like, okay, you know what, do whatever you want, man, come on in.
Yeah.
Eventually, Mexico would have to go, hey man, we got to start being nicer to these people.
Yeah.
Because we have none left.
You know what they
No
should
one's
do?
But
here.
see, that's the problem, though, is that if it's completely international, who determines the laws? If you,
Well, that's what I mean. Like, America's already got their shit into place. Not that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good, I'm saying, but like,
So you
they have laws, and there's like minimum. At least there's a minimum wage and shit.
got it. So you mean keep the regional boundaries, keep the government systems,
Like every,
but just
eventually
no
every,
boundaries.
eventually
it.
every fucking country would have to fucking go. Okay, we got to stop being so shitty to our own people and pay them well and let women have fucking rights to vote and let gay people suck any cock they want. Right?
Not any cock.
Well, that's the world I want to live in. And then if they do that, eventually every country would have to step up and start being fucking dicks and start treating their own people better. And then it's like, hey, they're not being assholes in Mexico anymore. Let's go back.
Well, what about China?
I'm everywhere. I'm talking about I'm talking about Earth, man.
I know, but I mean, you're not going to get the China.
I'm saying that legally, that what a passport should give you is a lot. You should have legally be legal to any. I should be able to go to China and just live there if I want. Yeah. Maybe I want that kind of life. I'm going to go there.
I mean, in theory, it's like a great idea, but it's like there's so many limited resources that it's like hard to live that way.
It's going to be a tough 100 years.
So we figure that out. Okay, I'll put it up.
It's going to be a tough 100 years, and things will regulate themselves. Eventually, things will work out. Eventually, they'll start to go, hey, maybe we should make sure everybody's got water or food.
We seriously do need to get you to the UN, I think. We need to get you
I
out there.
see a world leader growing right in front of me.
First,
Grooming right in front of
he's
us.
got to start small first. Run for mayor of Hamilton.
In a city in Iceland, a comedian won for mayor.
Oh,
And
he's fucked.
have you heard about him?
No. He
Oh.
probably didn't want. He thought it was a joke.
They did it as a joke, and everybody liked it. It was called the People's Party, and their anthem, they had like a song, and it was something about just we're the best. Or no, the party was called the Best Party. Just the Best Party. And they had a whole song, and it was ridiculous. And he had a platform that was based on something kind of silly, but also kind of a good idea. And everybody thought it was great.
Yeah,
He
he's
won.
in over his head now.
Apparently, they're doing well, though. I heard.
He probably. And how hard could it be to be mayor? It's just like.
Yeah, it's not a huge, it's not a
just
huge
don't be,
responsibility.
Dude,
just don't be
run.
a dick.
Yeah.
You
So-
should run for mayor. I mean it.
You really should run for mayor in Hamilton. You
Well,
could win
this-
like that, Manolis. Everybody knows you.
It's true.
Everybody.
It's true, actually.
Like, Ed loves you. We go anywhere, and there's always somebody. Manolis.
I don't even get to vote, and I'd vote for you.
Yeah, but man, nah.
That would be so
Think
amazing.
Your cabinet would be like open bikers.
Yeah, but
Just
think
have-
about
That's us.
Yeah, just a bunch of kids doing.
think about my history.
Who cares?
Dude, Baldessaro is
Like
running
you just
for
listen,
mayor.
and anybody could listen to one Girls' Night Out episode.
But you just own it.
Yeah,
That's the. If you just
I'm
go.
not. I
yeah.
don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I don't see like the general public going. You know what? That
That's
guy.
the guy
Have you
that
seen the
should
general
be
public in
leading
Hamilton?
us.
It would be
Love how Mayce
hilarious.
thinks like a media tirade against Manolis could just be rubbed off with.
So I own it.
Yeah. So what? Dude,
Yeah. So
I
I
did
like
some
the
shit.
jerk. I jerk off. Yeah.
Yes, I pulled my dick out in a shadowy corner, and a girl ran away from me.
You said you would raise your kid as a
a cat.
kid-cat hybrid.
We were actually
Yeah,
talking
well,
about that
even
up
that's
front.
still,
I
it's
totally
actually one of
forgot.
my platforms.
Well, what are you doing leaving your daughter alone with me? It's not like it's my fault. You loved her.
Yeah, one episode of Girls' Night Out could sabotage 300 political careers.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
There's enough treachery
But
and debauchery
still,
on this shit.
would that not be great promotion for the podcast?
Dude.
If you ran for mayor and people were spreading around like, listen to this, that'd be great. There's just more ratings.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True. Manolis, now you kind of have to.
I don't even.
Let's do it.
I don't even know how
You're
to
a marketing
fucking run for
mogul,
mayor.
Galoni.
I know how to set you up. You need 250 signatures, $250 down payment, and you're in.
You could do that easy.
But what if I
Well,
get
it's
the
for mayor.
fucking job? I can't.
That's
I can't.
awesome.
I can't.
You don't
I can
have to
barely
do a good
read.
job.
It's,
I'll help you.
dude.
I'll help.
You guys will
Well,
help me
hell.
run the city?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty
I
good
would love
salary
to.
too.
I'll
You'd
be
be
in
making
charge
some
of
good
parks
coin.
and recreation.
Please.
When is it?
I'm googling this now.
Let's. If there is anything we've ever done research for, which is probably nothing,
Nothing.
this has to happen. It could only be good.
All right. I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
think we need Nick for this.
do
Yeah,
it.
we'll get Nick
we
to
need
look
Nick.
into it.
He's kind of.
Yeah, next.
But what? Oh my
Okay,
god!
well,
but
I
what
just
if I
found
get the
the-
fucking job?
That's
what
a
if,
good thing.
I know,
Yeah.
but then I'm gonna have to fucking.
You just do a
Take-
bad job and they impeach you or whatever.
Or
It's
just
such an
milk
easy
it.
out.
What if there's like, there's got to be shit I gotta
If you were
do.
mayor, yeah. And if you were mayor for a month,
You
and
could
didn't
ban
do
bowling.
any of that
How
stuff.
long do you have to be mayor for?
As long as you.
4
But
fucking
if they
years?
kick you out, Manolis, if they kick you out, wouldn't that be the best credit? Like if you're being introduced into like
Used to be
onto
mayor
Young
of
Exchange-
Hamilton,
yeah,
but got impeached and got kicked out.
That would be awesome.
Author of the new book, The City Fucked Me.
it would be amazing. You know, why do you have to do a good job?
Well, I'd feel obligated to try to do a
Sure,
good job.
you could try.
You will do a good job.
Yeah, that's the thing. You probably would.
By now,
But how do I? What do you do? Like, how do I find out I'm mayor? What it's like? Do people just call me and say I need? I need.
Mayor.
There's a fucking. I need a stop sign on my corner. Do I go?
No, they
okay,
don't
put a
call
stop
Phone
you.
sign.
your alderman. Phone your alderman.
Well,
He'll
what
come
does
and
a mayor
address me.
do? What do I have to do?
Well, you talk to people. You go and do speeches.
You kiss babies.
Kiss a
You
lot
kiss-
of babies.
Yeah, shake hands.
But what do I do, man? What do I do? I must have to do something.
You do nothing. We
You
love to take care
talk
of
to
it.
people and just like you're not the one like installing the stop sign. You just
No,
have
but
to
I have to make
talk
sure-
and listen to people and hear
But
out arguments.
it
and-
would be better if you did install something.
Yeah, that would be your platform.
That would actually be a good PR.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind doing that anyways, but I'm saying like, how do I make? Like, I just like.
Stopping all progress. Manolis Zontanos.
I was gonna say, you could-
2015.
you're-
Is there a
part of the-
list? Do I get a list of things I need to do today? Like, I don't understand what these people do.
Business
City
prevention
council will
department
have
is what you are.
meetings And you'll discuss issues.
It's just a lot of talking.
Smiling and nodding.
You have a bunch of
But I'm
councils.
gonna need you beside me all the fucking
We
time.
will.
And then they're
Yeah,
gonna
oh, I
explain.
totally
then
would,
you
yeah.
have to explain to them what they just said.
Yeah. Well,
To
like
me.
after you talk, we're like, okay, here's what he meant.
Yeah, Manolis Zontanos, mayor of Hamilton's advisor, a 17-year-old lesbian girl,
a 17-year-old Rachel Maddow.
consistently fucking whispers in his ear.
You'll be his most.
We have to discuss the mayoral porn connection, the Brazzers membership. It's not working out.
Everybody gets a free Brazzers membership.
with
That
their
votes for me.
yeah, once you move in, you get your recycling bin and your Brazzers password.
Nick,
Oh, yeah, Nick, you
come
gotta-
into this country or to the city and be like, okay, here's your startup package, your browser's access code. Or, yeah,
Like, do I get a social insurance number? No, we gave up on those months ago.
What do you want that for, dude? Just go jerk off and get on with it.
You know what half the people are gonna say? Like they won't say like if I'm on the. It's like he's still alive.
that's your slogan.
Yeah.
Manolis Zontanos, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
2015.
what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
As the smartest person here, Nick,
Oh,
is
no,
this
no.
possible?
Yeah, for
Is
sure.
it possible that
I
can-
wouldn't call myself.
Am
smart
I
person
legally allowed to run?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You can register as a mayor.
And
like
now,
a-
Can we
if I
make
was
this
on the
happen, though?
platform,
can we make it? Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Didn't like Matt Shelley run or something?
Who?
yeah,
He
but
did.
Who?
he's educated.
Yeah, he's educated, but Michael Baldessaro, which is
Yeah, I was.
You
Saying
can't read the bad reviews. You got nothing to worry about.
yeah.
Am I legally allowed to run for mayor?
Yes.
And can I get in trouble for running for
Dude, there's
mayor?
a guy.
You have, as a citizen, you are
I
allowed
love
to
how
do.
that's how our democracy works in your head. If I try to participate, I might get in trouble. So I better
I've
not
never
fucking-
like
Am I
I've
legally
know.
allowed?
You understand? I've never voted in my life.
No.
Dude,
Didn't
that's
understand.
amazing. There's a guy running for mayor. His name is Ejaz Butt.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's with Hamilton Cabbies
Yeah?
Association.
Is he
Really?
Yeah, and like I'm looking at the candidates right now. They all have professional websites except for Michael Baldessaro, who has a Facebook page.
Yeah.
God bless him.
You can just put your
You
like
can
Twitter
make us
handle.
you can make me a mayor fucking page.
I would do it. I would do it. I would stop all production in the office and be like, we need
Let's
to
turn
have
this
this
into
right.
his campaign headquarters.
Oh, for sure. There would be
Manolis
no
for
doubt.
mayor. This is going to
Yeah.
happen.
The right dude for the job.
When is the right dude for the job? That's cool. I like that. That should be the slogan.
Your
Yeah.
slogan would be
The
like,
right dude.
dude.
We sold them on running for mayor just on that
Right
slogan. Right.
dude for the job.
Yeah.
To make this happen.
I can make your buttons.
Am I allowed to swear?
I don't
Yeah,
think
why
so.
not? We're changing
Yeah.
We're changing the
do
world, man.
it.
Sean
Whatever you
Penn,
want,
man,
Mr.
fucking
Mayor.
swear from the
Rob Ford smoked crack. You could swear.
Yeah. How the hell do you think you
Yeah,
can't
he
make
was
he
racist.
smoked? Yeah, he smoked crack. He's a racist who hangs out with black people. You're fine.
Okay.
Well, how's he racist if he hangs out with
I don't understand that either. He
Okay.
just
He
is.
was
At the
dropping a
very
bunch of
least, let's
slurs.
make you a video, a campaign video, and a website. Because if nothing else, it'll be a funny video.
All right,
We wanna make
I'll
this.
do it. I'm just, you don't understand. I'm worried about getting it. I'm okay with. I'm like, okay, of course. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be like, he's fucking winning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was on a show as a background
Yeah.
for this TV show. It was a spinoff from Corner Gas. It was called Dan for Mayor.
I've
Yeah.
seen that episode multiple times.
You the one I'm in?
Yeah.
So they found out through my background agent that I can ride a unicycle. So one of the candidates that are running against Dan for mayor, Dan, is Wheelo, the clown. So they needed a guy that could Wheelo the clown as a clown that rides a unicycle. So they contacted me and said, "Can you ride this?" And I'm like, I showed up for the day and like, so you really can ride a unicycle? I'm like, yeah. So they dressed me up as a clown, and and I had to do these scenes where I bombard in this picture for Dan for mayor, like the candidates, and it's like I'm on my unicycle and I got my fucking clown wig on, and the episode's actually called Wheelo the Clown, and I vote for myself. And at one point, they're having a conversation at the bar, like Wheelo the Clown's doing better than me. That's what I'm afraid.
Dude, you're afraid because you know the validity, like the possibility of you getting in the office. That's why you're afraid, because you know you can do it. You know you're the right dude for the job.
The
You're gonna
right
get it.
dude for the job.
You're gonna get it.
Oh!
The right dude for the job as he pushes out a
Oh
fork.
man, it's just gonna be so much work if I get it.
It's not, dude. You know how much.
If
You
you
got
get
all
it,
the help
we'll
from
walk
us.
you through it.
Am I allowed to have you guys help me?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
your,
yeah. I
we'll,
think so,
we'll
yeah.
be your
You don't
cabinet.
even see. You said you think so. You don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
one's
be
actually
fucked.
not 100%.
I'm gonna have to read fucking giant pamphlets of shit.
No, you don't. You could. You're
I'm
the
out
mayor.
as soon as the results come in. So.
You're the mayor. You can hire someone
I-
to read things to you.
Can I?
Yeah,
You're the mayor, dude.
you are.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know that that's actually true, though.
Yeah.
Because people look at your spending and they're like, wait a minute, you're hiring someone to. This person's job is just read things to me. And they're like, so what, you can't fucking read and you're paying a guy? Why should you be. Like, that's not a good.
Hey man, that's what I said. I'll be like, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. I told you guys, but you
The
put me
people
here.
have spoken.
Yeah.
true.
You see you hear my problem? You want to help me? Is that what you want to do? Fuck you.
He can cook
And
the
that
books
draws
and
the
just hide
conclusion
it.
of this year's debate.
No, but I would like. There it is. Wheelo the Clown.
There it is.
That's me. Where is it? What is it called so people can
you're
look
still
at it?
wearing a Western shirt.
called-
Dan for mayor.
And the episode's called Enter Wheelo.
Enter Wheelo. It's like no. Read the other thing on in front of S. Whatever. Like
Oh,
read the whole
Enter
title.
Wheelo.
Oh, it's season 1, episode 2, and Enter Wheelo is
The only good episode of Dan for Mayor.
You know, like the spending now. Like there's actual spending though. Like there's always scandals where it's like, oh, so and so bought plane ticket to Cuba or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And like it's like taxpayers paid. I would like purposely like if like let's pretend I did get it, I purposely would spend $0. Like I'm allowed to say you're allowed to spend up to $30,000 a year. Okay, I won't spend any of it. That'd be hilarious.
Back into the
And then you'd get
community.
voted in for another term.
It's true.
Exactly.
But the idea, like they find out, like the scandal is, like he didn't spend nothing. He didn't spend anything. Manol, that guy.
He knows people. He gets things done on the cheaps.
He only asks for one thing: $7
He
a
knows
month
a
for a
guy that
Brazos
knows a guy
subscription.
that knows a guy.
I know. I can find a guy to do anything, man.
So Nick,
all right, Manolis
how
Mayor.
do we get him in, on the ballot?
I don't know if it's already passed or not, but
We'll
there's
do the
a,
next one, I guess.
Yeah,
We got to
4
wait for
years.
fucking years? 4 fucking years?
Is it 4 years?
Yeah,
it's
the
4 years.
selection's coming up in the end of this month?
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's right. Yeah.
It's too late to enter.
Oh, shit. So we got to wait 4 fucking years now?
4 years.
Oh, now you want to do it?
No, actually, that's good.
Yeah, now. Yeah. Oh,
We
now
need some
that
prep
there's no
time. We need
threat.
some prep time.
We're all going to be. Someone from this table will be dead in 4 years. Let's be
Why is
realistic.
everyone though?
I'm hoping it's not me.
Probably Izzy.
It's true. We can still make a fake campaign and just put signs up everywhere and pass around videos. I'd get you interviewed on CHCH. And they, wait, you're not on the ballot?
Wait, there's not an election for 4 years.
The right dude for the job.
I try to run somehow and I still win.
Oh, dude, your poster picture should be you with a bugged out eye. Just the one.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
I want to ask Stan, since you've been doing stand up for like 30 years,
32.
32 years. Where, out of curiosity, where do you see comedy going compared to where we're at now, in a sense, if anything? Any thoughts?
I don't know. I
Stand up.
think there'll just be a basic. It's always evolving, right? Comedy's very subjective, so it's just. I don't think anybody can really put a thumb on where it's going. I can't see it getting any more politically correct because it's already really politically correct. I can't see it going back to the racism thing. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see.
Do you think YouTube is like hurt comedy in the sense of like trying to get people? It seems to me like it's harder and harder to get people to come to comedy clubs sometimes.
To anything.
You know what?
Or
though?
to anything.
Yeah.
Everything is secular like that. Like there was a big boom comedy in the 80s. Then it kind of slowed down a little bit near the end of the 80s. Then the 90s, when the little bit of recession we had came in, comedy took off again for a while. You know, everything's secular. It'll go in cycles. It'll be popular, and then it won't, and it'll be popular.
I tell you, man, I went to Tim Hortons yesterday, and this guy that works at the Tim Hortons is like, "Oh, hey, man, are you going to be at the amateur night this Wednesday?" I guess he's been to a couple shows. I'm like, "Oh." So we talked for 10 minutes while I'm trying to get a fucking donut or whatever, and but he was so like just super super nice to me, and like just like I can tell he's generally like impressed that I do what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I think he kind of wants to do it too. And
So you're saying he hasn't seen your show yet?
I'm just not used to it. Like that's what throws me off sometimes. I don't feel like I feel like we don't. I don't. There's probably. I feel like there was more of that in the '80s, maybe like where people were like, "Yo, man." Like I only get it once in a while. Like, "Oh man, I love what you do." I'm like, "Oh, what are you being nice to me for?" Or it's like, I'm like thrown off. Like,
Yeah.
or it's like, was there a lot more of that in the '80s? Would you say, or like it was?
No, not really.
Would you find there was more pussy in the '80s
Oh yeah, man, it was insane.
from doing
That
shows?
explains it.
No, not like after you do a show, dude. They'd come up and pick you up.
Because they heard
Like
about
that
that
aggressively? You mean
Just
like
right, they were all over it. Yeah,
yeah, oh, right through the '80s,
right through the '80s.
and then the '90s.
Probably saw that pop can bulging through them Levi's.
Yeah, I had Manolis as my press agent. No, they.
That's his demo tape.
Yeah,
it's
they
just the
used-
porno.
They used to be more aggressive for sure.
Yeah.
Women. That was when the whole women's lib thing was just coming in, kind of thing. Women wanted to prove that they were, aggressive in relationships, wanted sex as much as men.
The golden age.
The golden age, the best year of my life.
Could you roughly put a number on how many women you've been with sexually?
I probably could.
Do you want to say it?
No.
Would you say it's under 1,000? You've been around, dude.
I know.
It's gotta be. I bet you. I think I could say I've been creeping up to that number.
Creeping up.
Really?
Yeah, you're
As well
creeping
as
up
each
on
of
like
the
it.
creeping
individuals,
up
the
to
number
10.
composed.
Creep my way up to double digits. Fuck's sakes.
You're creeping up to 1,000?
No, maybe I think I'm like
He creeps
Close
up
to-
on everything.
maybe under 5, maybe.
Wow.
Still, holy
That's
shit.
still good, man.
For 5 girls?
Yeah,
No,
5 girls.
500.
So Stan's
Maybe.
got to be like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stan's got to be over 1,000.
20,000.
No.
On the record, Stan has slept with 10,000 women.
Yeah, on the record.
On the record,
You're not denying it.
10,000.
Manolis, this is another part of your campaign. The right dude for the job. Come on, I slept with almost like 500 chicks.
I have
Ask any
experience.
of them.
500
Don't let
chicks
any of
can't
them
be
vote.
wrong.
Don't let any of them vote. Don't ask them anything.
500
Most of them are
chicks
voting against you
can't be
guys.
wrong.
I lost by 500 votes. Damn it.
Why didn't I just keep
Why
that
did I
for
call
the
them the next day?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I can smell that shit.
Cool. Tastes like Dr. Pepper. It's good.
I would be like, you know what's weird? Like, because like there's always that, like girls, if a girl said I slept like, say, with 100 dudes or something like that, there's that perception where guys would be like, oh, I can't believe that. That's disgusting. I'd be okay with it. I honestly would be okay with it. Like if a girl, like if I was dating a girl and she's like, I've banged about 200 dudes. Sucked,
Now it's 201, baby.
sucks 300 dicks. They'd be like, fucking keep going. Keep going. I'd be like just getting hard from her
Get
talking.
down with your bad self. Oh, shit.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, I could.
She's like, I sucked 300 dicks. Like, you sucked fucking, like, a Spartan army's dick. Like, what? You sucked off an entire Spartan army? For fuck's sake.
Like in the last week.
How long have you been alive for?
Yeah, no shit.
You're
That's
only
impressive.
18.
I don't think I could physically count to 300. Like,
No, but I'd
probably
be-
lose count after like maybe.
I don't know, like a lot of stuff.
No, if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I'd be too like, I can't handle that, right? Like I'd be too, my ego or just insecure. But like just something happens when you get older and you become less dead.
What number do you give when girls ask how many girls you've
What's
been
that?
with? What number do you give when a girl asks how many girls you've been
Creeping up on 1,000.
with? Yeah.
He's bragging.
Yeah, why do you think that's not a bragging?
3.
No, I would say like if a girl asked, I'd say maybe like,
A couple.
like a handful. I don't know. I'd probably say like I don't know, maybe 50 or so. I would try something like that.
I always say 11. Just 11.
'Cause
Because it's
it's
believable.
I can't. I gotta
That's a
be-
good number. though.
See,
he not
it's different with me,
11-year-olds?
man. I can't say 11. I'm
Well,
like,
now.
I can say like I can't say stuff like if I'm hanging out with a chick, I can say, oh, I saw Pearl Jam open up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I saw the Smashing Pumpkins open up for the Chili Peppers.
And they're like, wait, what's that, Manolis? I
Yeah.
don't understand that. I listen to One Direction.
no, but it's like no. There's like, what do you mean that open up? You mean like they're a huge band? So I saw them. I saw this band when they were nobodies. You know what I mean?
Back
That's
in
how old I am. You know, it's like I can't just say 11.
Yeah, I know. It's true. I only say it because it's believable.
Sex. What is this sex you speak of?
So Stan, what's the number?
Oh, jeez, I'm not even.
He's got to be over 1,000. He's Pop Can't Stand. He shot porn for God's sake.
We know
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
fact there's been at least 3. There's footage
Yeah.
of it.
There's 3 porns out there.
There's been at least 3. And okay, my daughter, at least 4.
At least 4 times. I'm thinking somewhere up in the
What are you? How?
easily thousands.
For you?
Oh, yeah, I think he's over. I think
Double
Stan's over
digits.
1,000 easily.
Yeah.
How many?
I'm not going to say because after Stan throws out 1,000 and I
No,
hit
I'm not
double
throwing out
digits
any
yet.
numbers.
We're guessing.
Fuck you guys. I am not throwing my number out right now.
It's not even going to hit like 1%.
Well, if it's under
Yeah.
1,000,
The
we'll take
difference-
you to the Dominican.
Jordan Scherer, I am the 1%.
You gotta remember, I'm trying too. Like you're not even at that stage yet. Where I'm like, if I think there's an opportunity, I'll try to get a girl's number. I'll hit on them. I'll ask them out. Whatever.
So do I.
And then
Are
he
you
goes,
trying?
Look at those shorts. You're telling me he's not trying?
What's wrong with the fucking shorts? What's wrong with the shorts? No.
Everything
Go
is
on.
wrong with these shorts.
Been calling me out on the fucking shorts since I got here. So what's wrong with them? Give it to me. What's wrong with the
They're
shorts?
green.
What else you got?
They're bright green plaid.
What else you got?
They're bright green.
Okay,
plaid.
what are you? Are you 5?
A little more than 5.
7? 7's all right. That's good. 7.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we know Mayce is 1. Right?
Yeah.
Don't cry. It's all right. Are you okay? Did you just swallow water the wrong or through?
I started hiccuping when I laughed.
Okay. Are you still hiccuping?
Yep.
Okay, look at me on the count of 3. I want you to hiccup for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hiccup. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, hiccup.
I can't.
You can do it on the count of 3. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, hiccup.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You said you got the hiccups. Do it right
Holy
now.
crap. No,
Do
I
it.
can't.
Yes, you can.
1,
2, 3, hiccup.
I can't.
Then I guess you're a liar.
No, see, there they are.
Oh, they came back?
Yeah, there's
Oh.
just so much pressure.
Yeah, we got it. Well, I can't keep doing that.
Mr. Mayor.
Oh, wait, you're married. You might not want to say anything.
Oh, I don't care. She'd be fine with it.
How many?
I don't. I have to think through them all, but it's less than 10. I know that. It'd be like 8 or something like that.
You've had 31 women. Fucking liar.
That's where I'm going. 31.
Bullshit.
What
That's
a-
bullshit.
That's why you'll never be mayor.
That's right.
Actually, that's why you'd be a good mayor. You're lying.
31.
There's no way. Not a cocksman of your caliber, Stan.
31 this month.
Exactly. Since he's been in Hamilton.
31.
He's been throwing down that
Fluid
dick.
this morning.
31 in the Dominican.
Is it? Yeah.
Just under 50.
Damn.
That's all
No,
right.
I love
that's
you
why
now.
I say 11 because if I say 50, they're like, "Really? You slept with 50 girls? How bad were they? Like how could I convince 50 girls to do that? I don't get it.
You're kind of more of a stud than I thought you were.
That's what happens when you lower your standards at 2 a.m.
That's right. When you have a face for radio.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
work on
picture-
that voice.
I do picture 50 girls going, what was I thinking?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I could see that.
What's that?
I picture like 50 girls like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
You know how like you wake up, it's always like that joke where you look over and the girl's like, that joke is like, I slept with Chewbacca. You try to talk to her and she does that voice, right? I picture it's the other way with you.
yeah.
The girl's like, oh, that guy was such a, oh my God.
Look at him. He's farting in bed. He's sweating.
I don't know. Is there? Where are we at? Are we done? Or are we
We're
gonna
like
keep
an hour
going?
We're
quarter.
2.5 in,
We're-
I think.
No,
or
we got
at least 2.
an hour and a quarter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 1:45.
Well, that's
Hour
a good
45.
one. Is there anything else we want to do, or do you want to keep going? What do you guys
I
want to
think
do?
that's a
I'm good.
Yeah,
Good, yeah.
All right,
Anybody want to plug anything?
I do.
Manolis' mom.
But after that, Rob Ross is an amazing comedian that I think everybody should check out. He's like a powerhouse of fucking funniness. Rob ROSS, I think. Check him out on YouTube. He's a Canadian dude, really funny dude.
Yeah.
Check him out on YouTube.
Comedy at Kaylee every Monday. It's at 9:00. We're upstairs now. Yeah, the first one was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Got vodka cotton candy, which I'm still really excited about. It's quite delicious. Tastes like Sour Patch Kids, and you get drunk from cotton candy. So come every Monday.
What a lovely hangover that must be.
Yeah, yeah.
Showgasm at Hamilton Yuck Yucks the last Thursday of every month.
Well, I'm at Yuck Yucks in Hamilton, ain't I? November 7th, 8th.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. Good to know.
So it's
Come
staying
sing.
out at Hamilton Yucks. And my new podcast, Bad Reception, badrec.com.
And
Cool.
and don't forget, Gavin's having some show.
Yep.
for
October 10th.
October 10th.
Will this
You're
be
there
out?
recording it, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, this won't. Will this not be out in time for it? Well, no.
Yeah, well.
No, because it's the 5th.
Yeah, it's
This
gonna
will
be
come
out
out
in
in
time.
2 days
Oh.
after.
Oh well.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it
we
went
all
well.
enjoyed it. It was fun. Yeah.
The Gavin's album recording?
Yeah, it went really well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Izzy
it
didn't
was
screw
amazing.
anything up, technically.
No, he was actually on point.
Yeah, the whole thing got recorded.
Well done, Izzy.
Yeah, thanks. Did it all the way from Halifax.
So if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's Gino Podcast. Facebook, same thing, Gino Podcast. And our website is girlsnightoutpod.com. And I think that's it. Episode.
And if you listen to us and you do enjoy it, like for real, just send it to a friend.
Yeah, tell some people. Don't be a dick about it.
We make no money at all. Was it?
From the
What? I
podcast.
thought you said it.
No, sorry.
We make no money for the podcast or in our personal lives.
At 82
Except for
episodes,
next
we haven't made a penny from this. So the only thing we really would want more than anything is just for more people to enjoy it, if they do enjoy it.
Yeah, like it on iTunes and comment and rate it and shit.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah, you fucking don't be a dick, man.
And thank you for
Call them a dick. All right.
I would call the general.
Listen to the whole.
Even if they listen to it,
They're
that's
not-
still pretty nice of them.
Yeah, they didn't hear that part. I guarantee it. This part got.
And thank you for the I guess I don't know, would you call them fans or the people that listen to us on a regular basis that are always commenting on Twitter sometimes about stuff. Thank you for just listening every week because we actually have a few.
Yeah, thanks for being there, guys.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
if
dicks.
you tweet the Twitter, the Girls Night Out Twitter, if you want to see Manolis' mayoral campaign happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Or
that's
Yeah,
Yes.
Zontanos for mayor.
Yeah. Hashtag Manolis for mayor.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
In any country.
All right, see you guys later.